So this question is a little bit more involved because there's a little trick that we need to do, which makes it 6 marks. The U substitution is not quite as easy as we might think. So here we've got this to be the integral of e to the x over 1 minus e to the 2x dx with a square root. And note that I gave you the antiderivative of arc sine. So if you go back to A1, the derivative of arc sine is here. Now, you should know this. The derivatives of our inverse trig functions, we said you should know. The hyperbolic trig, not so much, but the trig function, yes. But here, because it's e to the x squared, there's something about x squared that we should have. And this leads us to the thought of something like this. 1 minus e to the x all squared. Because 2x is the same as e to the x times 2, which is the same as e to the x all squared dx. So in order to use this rule, we want to use some sort of substitution where we let u equals e to the x. This thought, this clever trick here, we've got this e to the x squared, that's worth a mark. Then setting up your du by dx equals e to the x, or 1 over e to the x du by dx equals 1. That's another mark. 1 over e to the x times e to the x over 1 root 1 minus e to the x squared du by dx equals, simplifying it down, we get the integral of 1 over, as these cancel, 1 over root 1 minus u squared du by dx, which equals arc sine of u plus c. From here to here is 1 mark. From here to here is 1 mark. Plugging it back in, arc sine of e to the x plus c is another mark. And plugging it in as a mark and remembering your plus c is a mark. So there's lots of marks to be gained here if you do the substitution properly. I was asked why is it worth 6 marks, and it's because this trick here is a mark. Setting up your u as e to the x is a mark. Computing du by dx and substituting it, that's a mark. Doing your cancellation is a mark. Doing the antiderivative using the rule is a mark. Substituting back is a mark, and remembering your plus c is a mark. That's how you could get 6 marks for this question if it were to be given out of 6.